Hey guys, we're back at Coyote Classics. It's Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I know we did. And I'll tell you what, we're selling cars here at Coyote Classics. So car shows and stuff, hopefully will be starting up here soon. And this would be a great example to take to one. This is a 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe. The previous owner bought it out of the state of Oklahoma. So it's a very, very solid original car. We got it in, when I went to look at it, we checked it out underneath. Very solid original panel car. We got it in here. Jason did his 2-3 hour power washing underneath. A lot of the factory undercoat or factory black paint was all taken off with the power washer, and you can see a ton of original red oxy primer on this 1966 Ford Mustang. So very, very solid car. After we did that, then we took it over to the exhaust shop and basically put brand new mufflers, brand new pipes and tailpipes all the way out the back. Did a great job, and this little Mustang sounds great.
Yeah, it really does. The cars came a long way since we got it in. Really beautiful car. This
is exactly the kind of car we buy. We try to buy a car with a great look and color and stuff, and we just do our little touch with it. The wheels look fantastic. I know in the pictures you don't get the full gist of the wheels. They're kind of a black chrome. I mean, they're not a black wheel. I mean, they're just absolutely gorgeous.
Because that was one thing for us too, and we were kind of talking about it before we went and looked at it, was the wheels. Because in the pictures that we saw, we're like, man, I don't really know what to think about the wheels. And then Dad, you said you got there and you knew right away that we were going home with it.
Exactly. As soon as I walked up to this car, I love the color on it. It's something you don't see every day. It's a really nice, kind of a tan gold metallic, I'd call it, with a very nice white vinyl top. Dalton, you want to fire it up once?
Yeah, absolutely. Nice and easy start.
Yeah, this engine really runs great. We're gonna go ahead, Dalton's gonna go ahead and open up the hood while I kind of show you how straight this car is. So the paint job is what I classify as a really nice driver paint job, but the body work and stuff on this car, this is a super straight Mustang. As we go underneath the hood, it does have a set of headers on it, and it's got factory air conditioning or dealer installed air, whatever you want to call it, I would guess, with the air box under there. The air conditioning makes just a little bit of noise. You can hear that on the pulley system, but all the air is all hooked up on it. It does not work, but shouldn't take much to do it. It's got electric steering, so the steering on this thing is all brand new. It's got that brand new electric steering on it.
And with that electric steering, if I'm not mistaken, there's a little dial inside the car. Is there one on this one?
I don't know.
That you can adjust the steering with. I know most systems do. We'll have to check that out when we get inside. You can adjust the feel of the steering.
I drove this car down the road, and it handles down the road awesome. I'm excited to drive it again today. It's got an aluminum radiator in it. The Restorer on this went with the chrome, or I'm sorry, the black Ford Racing air breather and valve covers. Gives it a little different look. It's not really my favorite look, but it suits the car well. So it's got headers on it. It's got the factory tag showing that this is a 1966 289 engine. It was a factory 2-barrel. It's been upgraded to a 4-barrel now. Oh, I take that back. It's still 2-barrel though.
Don't run like it does.
No, it doesn't. But it looks like a newer carburetor too. But factory 2-barrel on it. No one's ever messed with that. Just look at the inner fenders, and this is what I look at on these Mustangs, guys. The inner fenders, the frame rails, everything are great on it. If you go to our website, coyoteclassics.com, you're going to see just how solid this Mustang is underneath. It's also got a newer interstate battery, 2018, so basically less than 2 years old on that interstate. Both inner fenders are excellent. The VIN, the factory C-code VINs right here at the top of the inner fender. Yeah, it's got the original fenders on it still. This is not a rust bucket Mustang at all. Bottom of the hood is painted black. That looks great. What were you going to say, D?
I think a lot of the reason the car is so solid is because it was an Oklahoma car. It was a Southern car, and you can tell its whole life it was just very well taken care of.
Yeah, it's a great car. I can't wait to get behind the wheel of it and show you the inside as well. As we go to the front bumper could be the original. It's got just a little pits in it, but the overall chrome appearance is really good. The horse and corral is in great shape, and the grill's fantastic as well. I love the paint job and I love the color in this car. The biggest flaw in this car, and as you all know at Coyote Classics, we do our best to point those out. Somebody painted all 4 corners of these, the headlights and then also the tail light pieces. They painted them off the car, so the metallic is not exactly the same. And when you have a car with this high of metallic in it, and you paint pieces like this off the car, sometimes you're gonna get this. And all 4 corners of these little pieces here, they kind of stand out because they're just a little darker than the...
little different shade.
Yeah, just a little different shade. As far as our front fender to hood gap goes, front to back, it's in excellent shape. Lines up very nice and tight across there. Both gaps are great, guys. Got plenty of clearance on both sides of the hood. The paint on the hood is excellent shape. It's just a great looking car. There's a lot of red Mustangs, a lot of blue ones, black ones, but I'll tell you what, there ain't that many this color, D.
No, it's beautiful. I love the white vinyl top too. I mean, it really just ties it all together.
This car does have the wheel well trim, rocker molding.
And that's something, if we get a Mustang that comes in without it, we always like to put that on there, unless it's TP.
Yeah, I really think it helps a lot. We got 225 45 17-inch tires on the front. When this was down at getting the exhaust done at Gary's Tire in Waverly, we'll give them a little shout out. He does a great job on the exhaust. When that was getting done, we went ahead and did the front end alignment. Also, check out this gap right here. I mean, this is,
really nice.
Yeah, the lines are really good from top to bottom. No bubbles or blisters anywhere in the lower door that I can see, lower quarter, lower fender. All looks great there. Same thing with this gap. I mean, the passenger side door gap is great. The lines are nice. Looks like when they did the restoration, Dalt, they went ahead and very possibly looks, well, no, these aren't new. They look new, but as you get at the top, you can see just some little stress imperfections there.
It looks like a lot of the chrome is original.
Yeah, wow. This door opens and closes so nicely. You don't find it with this kind of gaps very often. The restorer chose not to replace the door rubbers, Dalton. Those are original still, so they could be done. They've got some little slits in them. Corner of the doors are excellent. Inside the door panel area, all the black was repainted. New door panels, new armrests, new bases, door handles all work great. All 4 windows go up and down very nicely. When they did the paint job, they did a nice job in the jams. That's all covered very well also. New scuff plates, new carpet, and they went ahead and did all the new deluxe pony interior. So the restorer spent the extra money on this one, Dalton, went ahead and got the pony interior, which really looks nice.
Yeah, it does. I love it.
He also made note of this when I went to buy it. He went ahead and spent a lot of money on the headliner and got it professionally done. It's super tight, very nicely done. Chrome on the sides of the seats in excellent shape. Again, it's got all the new mats in here. Got the nice Mustang mats. Back seats new, front seats new. All the door panels in the back, the hard plastic was all repainted. The back shelf is excellent. Dash pad is new. Horn works. He also went ahead and did I did it tilt steering column. That's all in stainless.
And tilt's so nice in these little Mustangs, because especially bigger guys like you and I mean, I'm about 6'3", weigh a little too much, a little more than I should. And those steering columns are, with the tilt, is definitely nice.
Yeah, it definitely is, D. Also, our light works in the glove box. Glove box inserts all replaced. That's in great shape as well. Got the little plate in there. It's got the emergency flashers. Air conditioning unit, like I said, it's all there and it's all complete, even under the hood, but it's not powered up, so I just don't know what's going on there. Just want to turn it off to see if that heater's working. I thought it was, but our heater fan is not working either, guys. Just wanted to check on that. Original AM radio and the heater fan both are not working, but it is the original Ford radio in there. Fires right back up. Our horn works, temp gauge works, it's running nice and cool. Amp gauge works, oil pressure gauge works, and gas gauge, guys, right now looks like it is not working. I'm pretty sure we ordered a new sender for it. Door shut great. As far as our paint and body, the body is fantastic, guys. Just a great looking car. Todd did a great job on those dual exhaust tips, just barely showing themselves here under the rear valance.
That looks really classy. I like how he did that.
It does. I'm not crazy about how they stick out if they stick them out the back. It's one thing if you go through the rear valance, but if you stick it out the back, you got to drop it way down, and it just looks tacky in my opinion. Yeah. Here's these other two pieces I was talking about. You can just tell the paint color is just not correct. We do have some paint that does come with the car, Dalton. Also, previous owner gave us. As far as paint imperfections, I wanted to see here. Right here, you gotta have the right light, but there is some little bit of paint imperfections in the trunk lid area. A couple little tiny little, I don't want to call them bubbles, they're not rust bubbles, but a little solvent pop or something here. So it's got a couple little paint issues there. That sounds nice. Vinyl top, excellent condition, both sides. Back glass is nice and clear. As far as the quarter panels, no issues, no bubbles or blisters anywhere there. There is a scratch right here, guys. Just a little bit right along there. Back wheels are 235 45 17s. As far as our door jamb goes, bottom of the door is excellent. Inside door panel here is new as well. All the black was repainted. Still the original rubbers. Window goes up great. They replaced the rubbers in here, it looks like. Getting in and out of the driver's side, excellent shape. No wear or tear anywhere on the seats, front or back. Seat backs fit perfectly. Whoever buys this car is just gonna love it, Dalton. The inside's beautiful. The paint and body's nice, the exhaust, the motor. I can't wait to drive it and show them what it drives like. Also the gauge cluster and this Mustang piece here, that all looks excellent. A lot of times these are just kind of wore out and weathered, but this is in fantastic shape. Wipers work as well. We do have one little chip, and it's not in our line of sight. It's more over to the middle of the car. One little tiny rock chip right there.
I gotta roll the window down. It's freaking steaming today.
It's getting to be 80 degrees. One other thing I wanted to mention, Dalt, we went ahead and this car when it came in had some brake problems. And it still does need a new master cylinder. We can't really get them to bleed out the way we want. So we're gonna go ahead and the new master cylinder is on its way, so we'll get that taken care of. It's actually here as soon as we get it back in. But we did go ahead and we had all four of the drums turned. I think Jack set up the brakes and did everything like that. So the only thing we're waiting on is that master cylinder to get installed.
Perfect, and like you said, that came here today, so that will be done for the next next owner of it.
Yeah. That's kind of what we do when we go through these things. Just make sure that they're ready to go and that the brakes stop good and so on and so forth. Jack's got it stopping straight. We just have just don't have that great a pedal yet. Check out how nice rear view mirror and all these are. Super clean.
These are like new. Yeah, very nice. You got a car coming on your right?
Okay.
Yeah, and this color, there's just something about it. I mean, it just kind of catches your eye because you don't see it very often.
Exactly.
And it goes great with the white vinyl top and the wheels.
Bottom of our hood can come up just a little bit. You want to pull over a little bit.
Yep. I must not have shot it all the way.
As far as going down the road, this thing just handles the road awesome. Perfect. As far as the steering goes, it's absolutely perfect.
I noticed too, underhood shifts really nice.
Yeah, and we'll go through it. If you mind shutting that up quick.
Yeah, Ken, I'll hand you this camera.
Something with these Mustangs is you think you get the hood shut and it comes up to the secondary. Whatever you do, don't drive them very long that way because they will come up. This thing idles great too, really does.
I went and got my hair cut the other day after quarantine, and my hairstylist forgot to cut the back half, so I had to go back and get a refund. So that's what you were looking at there.
Going through the gears manually, this thing shifts awesome. First, second, third, handles the road beautifully.
Yeah, it does.
This steering is super tight. One other thing we got to do is we got to get the steering wheel put on the ticket. It's
got
a little crooked going down the road, but
yeah, so you got to straighten the steering wheel a little bit yet. But I mean, this car's just had so much action on it after the one picture we put on that we wanted to do everything we could to get it on this week. So we've been selling cars like hotcakes, and we got only 20 on the site right now. So
gas gauge, that will work. We got a new sender for it. We're going to adjust the steering wheel and put a new master cylinder on it, and it's ready to go, Dalton.
awesome.
Runs and drives fantastic. Great car.
Really is. So go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. I'll go ahead and put the link down in the description, and check out that undercarriage. Jason worked a long time getting it to look the way it did. It's real cool to see that original red oxy primer. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.